To start here, you sit on Zoom calls and conference calls with your global management team, as well as investment professionals from around the world every day. What's the underlying sentiment about the markets and the world we live in today on those calls?
So it's unknown, confused, and uncertain on some level, and prepared, cautious. Uh, all of the world's emotions, right, are at play, and it's been a long time since we've had uh, a war on European uh, proximity, where you have a situation that we're all facing, we're all focused on. And so, there's not crisis is not new in this world, and it's certainly not new to financial services. But how you deal with it and how you think of it about it and how you prepare for it, I think, is the most important thing. And so, I think you having these dialogues with people to talk about what it's like inside in terms of how they're preparing for various scenarios. I think anyone telling you they know what the scenario is and exactly what's going to happen in the month of May, June, July, August, next year, whatever, it is very, very uncertain at this point. But how people are preparing, what they're doing to make sure that they are risk managing, risk mitigating, and then also there to help and do things for clients in the future. I think that's the most important thing, and you do it. You do it so well. You've been doing it so well with all of us ever since we went into. Many of us never even used Zoom prior to lockdown. You got us all used to it. Now you're an expert, and I just love these dialogues that you're having. And so, at JP Morgan Chase, as you can imagine, our job is to always prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And if you do it the other way around, you're going to get yourself in big trouble. So that's how we are wired. That's what we do during every time that we face a risk that is a little bit less certain than the one that we faced the day before or the year before. And so you can imagine we have our daily meetings. We were in 3 times a day meetings, sort of early on a couple of months ago. Uh, Thankfully, we are not holding them 3 times a day anymore. And on weekends, they've subsided a little bit, but that doesn't mean that the risk management of how we think about things has subsided. I think we're in a routine now of what we're going to do, how we're going to deal with it, what are the shifting plates around the world, what does it mean for global GDP, what does it mean for local interest rate scenarios in different places in the world, what does it mean for the flow of uh, money and investments, and then just all of the other humanitarian issues that we think about just as people inside of this great firm.